Hey, AfterBuzzers, we are back, shredding the waves, being tubular as always. We are talking about Lethal Weapon, Episode 6, Birdwatching. Stay tuned after that open wipeout.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I feel like Wilson Briggs is the only person who feels this way. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lethal Weapon After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. I am your host, Alexis Torres. You guys can find me all over social media at atorres890. And of course, guys, I can't do this show alone because I've got the two most beautiful people. Also, we got the band back together. We're missing one.
Finally.
Yeah. Look at the man who's just slick all the time.
It's your man, Chaos J, back like I never left, but you know I've been gone for a quick minute.
Yeah, hustling.
Chaos J on Twitter, and you can get to everything else if you just follow me on Twitter, so do that thing.
And of course, you all know me by now. You should.
Heck
Pietra
yeah.
Elise. Everything Pietra Elise. Still getting used to the Twitter. Haven't really been on it, but YouTube, Instagram, Pietra Elise.
You should go over there and tell her how amazing she looks tonight with that
No,
hair.
time's out.
and that-
Pause.
no.
Pause.
Oh no.
Lexus is giving the natural beauty tonight, honey. She has the curls popping.
I mean, both
I
of y'all
am
got it
loving
popping
it.
tonight, though.
I am loving it.
As the only male here,
Oh,
I
the
can say
natural
confidently, you know, you got the Germac bounce back and you got the curls
Okay,
giving
girls.
life right now.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
Oh,
you
thank
know,
you.
I'm not complaining.
Yes,
Aw,
I'm good.
Thanks, guys. I just think we're just a good-looking crew.
Hey,
It's just like,
that part.
photogenic.
That part.
Them genics all up in the air.
yeah, always. Again, Candace is off doing off-score missions, doing other things, you know, doing her thing. But definitely hit her up on, I think it's _ Pimp Fried Rice. Yeah. And also same thing on Instagram because
Yep.
she's doing some pretty crazy things. You
Yeah,
should go look
you
it up.
might want
Yeah.
to get a bar.
Can't say it here, but you should go look it up. Anyhoozle, I want to talk about this episode because, whoa, we got a lot of gore, which Pietra, you and I were talking about last episode. We're like, we're getting really gory up in here.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're also still getting little breadcrumbs of Riggs and his past. Holy crap. So let's just dive right in. We open up on the beach, hanging out, and we get a very, at least to me, a very recognizable face. When you meet when that surfer comes out and he goes to meet the group out there on the water, the main actor, Cody Lewis, he actually is on another show called The 100, which I've done a after show for.
Oh.
And I have talked to him to try to get him into the studio, but he was busy, so I couldn't do that. But hi, Zach McGowan, you're awesome. I miss you. But he also plays a bad guy on that show, so I thought it was really funny that he's kind of also playing a bad guy in this one. Yeah, kind of. He kind of has that face, that like rugged face that looks like he's up to no good and can intimidate you. So.
And then he opens up with, "Hey, you lost, bro? Beach is that way." And I'm like, really?
Right.
Are we gangbanging on
You
beaches
didn't know?
now?
You didn't know about that?
It's like a thing.
I did not know that we was
Yeah.
gangbanging on beaches.
If you go on certain beaches here in California, they're very territorial out here.
What?
Yeah.
Again, you're territorial on something you didn't create.
I know.
That's
It's
my
just,
ocean, bro.
It's my
It's too
place
much
to
for
surf.
me.
It's a thing, and it's as a person who is an islander, I understand how that works. It's dumb, but
It
it's
is.
a thing.
It's dumb as hell.
Yeah, it's dumb. Especially because I'm like, there's so
Gangbanging on
much.
no beaches.
There's so
With
much
no-
ocean.
With a whack, I'm sorry. If you're going to gangbang on beaches, I'm going to need you to have a cool ass gangbang name.
Instead of the Shore Boys.
And Shore
Gangbang
Boys is
name.
whack. I'm never going to be intimidated by the
hard.
Shore Boys.
It's hard out there for a surfer pimp, okay?
I guess.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just like get out. Alexis.
I was so disappointed with that one.
The Shore Boys gang.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, shake it in your swim trunks.
Raj said Raj making fun of that name is exactly everything that I
how
was
I felt. Yeah, I mean, I would
Yeah.
assume that there's probably better names out there. That's just the one that they chose in this episode.
Sure,
I'm not quite sure what they are because I'm usually like, I'm just
Wow.
gonna surf in this little itty bitty area with my family. Don't mind us,
Right.
you know, kind of thing. So, but either way, obviously there was some beef happening or shrimp, I don't know, happening on the beach, and we see our guy kind of leave, or I guess he got knocked off his board and kind of drifted off, kind of thing, and we just didn't see him after that. that. But we get to see Riggs on the beach just kind of walking around aimlessly, and he finds a body, and he finds dear dead daddy on the beach, which...
With a hole in his face!
That was
Yeah.
extreme. But
Yeah.
I'm starting to notice, like, we saw a lot of that black crow last episode. We talked a lot about that.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think it's really a symbolism for death.
Yeah.
Because every time we see it, it has something to do with death. But that was creepy.
I know that for a flock of crows, it's called a murder. That's like their group name. So I knew
Murder
that.
of
But these are
crows.
ravens, so I'm not quite sure what a flock
It's
of
still a
ravens are called.
Black bird.
Yeah.
It's like every time I see a black bird, I get scared.
Yeah, but most of the time, I think that is a thing that crows or ravens are associated with. It that are usually around when death has
Yeah.
happened.
Well, because they're scavenger birds.
But the fact that he's literally noticing it and like it's like a focal point, I
Yeah.
feel like it's something deeper than what we're
yeah, for sure.
thinking
See,
about.
I didn't...
You didn't get that?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I
You know
did.
what I got was... I got the association of his dad and that, and you know, and the way his dad died, haunting him, and then I got dude's tired as hell,
Yeah,
like
'cause he's not
he's
sleeping.
legit just extra tired. So
Well,
I
yeah.
figured that was one of the things that they just all kind of tied into one big mess.
No,
And it
I
was
agree with
just,
you.
know, him kind of, I don't want to say hallucinating, but kind
yeah,
of.
it's kind of like it's his own version of like postpartum kind of like thing. Not postpartum, post-traumatic stress disorder,
Yes.
where it's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like the fact that his old friend from childhood friend from back in the day, who was the one who killed, spoiler alert, killed his father when they were teenagers, came back in town, riled him up and everything with all the drama that was ensuing last episode. And I guess it was enough to bring out those old memories that he was probably pushing
Those old
extremely down.
demons.
And now it is, his demons are coming back out to play, and it's rough for him.
It's very rough. It's rough for me to watch. Like,
But yeah, and the fact that Cahill's like, I noticed that we were watching, and Cahill was like, I understand that you need to talk to me, but if you're not going to talk to me, I'm not giving you drugs. I saw
Right.
you freak out because you're like, what is going on? Stop it. Why? Why were you getting exasperated?
He's tired.
Yeah.
Give the man some damn pills.
No.
So
Oh,
he can
see,
get
I
his
knew this
sleep
was gonna
on.
happen. I'm just gonna let it
No.
happen.
See,
let
so
it go.
okay, here's my
No,
thing.
and
Okay,
no.
no,
Be over
wait.
here.
Now I understand that she definitely has a higher level of responsibility when it comes to issuing prescriptions and weighing out all the pros and cons and you know the good and the bad. I got that. But this man is literally having problems sleeping, and he's going to continue working. So let's at least get him to, because he was deliriously tired, and I have been that multiple occasions, deliriously tired, almost to the point where I've been like, you know what, I can't even function today. I'm not going to try. I'm staying home. He's not going to do that. He's carrying a firearm as part of his daily responsibilities. Give that man some Ambien so he can get a night's rest.
Okay. Pietra, you have the floor, madam.
literally, like, I'm not feeling it because I feel like it's an escape. I feel like it's like, okay,
An
give
escape
me
to
some-
sleep town.
Oh,
No,
she had her time.
It's
It's hers.
literally like it's an escape from reality because you haven't even faced what you're going through. You have someone in front of you that's trying to help you and people around you that love you. And rather than talk about it to get it out of your mind, you rather say, "Oh, give me some medicine." It's like, at what point do you grow up and face reality and talk to people about it? Your therapist is there for you to talk about it. You haven't even talked about it, but you want to get prescriptions so you don't have to think about it. I just feel like if you were able to talk about it, at least someone can give you input. You can look at things from a different perspective. You can have an understanding, and maybe it wouldn't hunt you as much.
And there, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is the responsible answer.
Yeah.
However, I say, give the man some damn pills.
No, and that's why I wanted to get
But no,
both,
that's
both
no,
perspectives.
and I agree
Yeah.
that. I mean, you definitely have a valid point. So I still say give him the pills.
Yeah.
Because if you give him the pills, it's like it's gonna be another escape. Every
Right.
time he sees it, it's like, okay, let me go get some pills. Let me go get some pills, and you never really let go because now all you're doing is like
You're putting a Band-Aid on.
exactly, and
Right.
that's,
An
on a
that's
open
why
gaping
I
wound.
say
wound.
it.
Yeah.
A gaping face wound.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, that whole conversation of the prosthetic flopping around, I was like, I'm done. I can't
shout
watch
out
anymore.
to the makeup artist, though.
Seriously.
It legit looks like dude was missing part of his face.
Yeah. That was really good.
There was a lot. There was just a lot happening with body parts in this episode that I was just like, what? But I'm not gonna. I pretty much take both points because the fact that I understand that as a psychiatrist there has to be safer options that you can use, not pills specifically, but there has to be other ways that you can teach him to either get sleep or something like that. But at the same time, he's also an addict, so you have to be careful with giving him prescription drugs in general.
What she said.
So yeah. Anyway,
I gotta play devil.
No, that's fine. Like I said, this is why I wanted this. It's a discussion because someone might have the same argument as you, and we should hear both sides. That's how we roll here at AfterBuzz.
Yeah.
Anywho, so we have our victim. I don't remember his name because I thought I wrote it down. I did not. But our dead surfer, he got hit in the back of the head, and we thought that maybe he hit some rocks, but no, he was hit with something that had to do with metal. We also get a little bit of Murtaugh having a little bit of issues. This boy, I swear, that he doesn't trust Trish. Because of some text messages from some guy named Scott. I mean, I'm with you. I know what you're gonna say.
Here he goes. The guy's
I know what you're gonna
point of
say.
view. Like,
no, it's not even. I'm not even going to hit it with the guy's point of view necessarily. I'm just going to hit it from a change in pattern point of view perspective. From your boyfriend. If all of a sudden your boyfriend's phone starts going off later in the evening than it typically does, and then there's times where he's going back and forth in a text conversation, he's and he's smiling, he like, what's what's all that about?
so extra.
So I mean, that's what you would say, like, what's all this going on? Like, who are you texting?
Oh my God.
And the same thing,
What is happening
whether
here?
it be a man or a woman. Basically, for those that are listening that aren't watching,
I
was doing the smile, frown back and forth.
I can't even do that.
Because that's what the boyfriend or girlfriend in this situation would be doing as they're going on their phone back and forth. So I get it. Trisha's phone is blowing up and she's doing all the giggle stuff, and it's like, okay, you can never. I mean, you're always gonna wonder, like, okay, well, do you giggle like that when you be texting me? So I get it.
Insecurity.
Your boy was getting a little jelly, and I can't say that.
Insecurity.
And I can't. Okay, but women do it too.
No, of course.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, absolutely, people do it. It's a natural thing.
Hell yeah.
But it's Trish, number one, and two.
Trish is ROD all day.
Like
Yeah,
she said,
that was the first thing I was thinking.
like she said before, she literally had dealt with clients like that before. So I mean, maybe it was like that with MJ. Maybe it was like that with the other people that she, did business with. What's the problem?
Every now and again, everyone's gonna have their moment of insecurity.
Who's the problem.
Exactly.
He needs to get it together. I understand. His wife is fine. We all know.
Mighty fine. F-Y-N-E.
We all know. We've had her in studio. She looks just as beautiful in person as she does on screen in everything that she does. So I get it.
It's natural for him to go, a little.
Not saying that Damon Wayans is ugly or anything. I'm just saying that I get it.
Yeah, I get it, but it's to a point where you don't have to do the most. Exactly.
Use that trust.
You don't have to do the most. It's literally like, look who we're talking about. We're talking about Trish. Like, do you seriously think something will be going on? It's one of those things like, okay, like, I'll just wait for the story because I know it has to be something good. I know she's not cheating on me or doing what I think in my mind.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
And I knew that too.
But I definitely wasn't expecting we can just throw all the Murtaughs in here now.
Me neither.
Okay, so when we heard Scott, I was thinking some really cheesy white guy who's like, do you get what I mean, Trish? I think it's a hoot knee slapper. Like, I was expecting something silly.
I thought it was going to be some suave
black guy.
No, I knew. No, we had the black guy first season with Denzel.
Right. That's right.
But Scott, I figured it was just going to be like some slick, like
lawyer or something.
Giorgio Armani type model looking dude.
Okay.
With you know, somewhat corny jokes, but it's enough to get the woman to laugh.
Yeah, and especially enough for
because y'all probably
Roger.
laugh at dudes' corny jokes just because they fine. Like, oh my goodness, God, you are crazy! And then everybody else on the sideline is like,
that was hilarious.
Everybody on the sideline like,
I'm gonna get a Kelly doghouse
really
job.
not.
Goodness.
Like the other dudes on the sideline in the office are like, it was really not that funny. Like she's laughing because this dude has a 6-pack and his hair is nice and perfectly
does that mean
coiffed.
you're cheating? Does that mean it's something to worry about?
No,
not at all.
that's
But
definitely
everybody, like I said, everybody has their periodic moments of weakness and insecurities and whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah, I agree with you. But I think it was very interesting because we saw this tall dude and I was sitting there going, where's Trish? Because this man is like, I mean, we already know, since I'm not going to reveal it just yet, but this dude was huge. So I was like, and Trish is very tiny. She wears heels,
she is
but she's a
small.
tiny lady. So I was like, where is she? And when she just kind of popped her head out, she's like,
And this is,
Roger?
but you know what? I'm not going to front. This is the one time, and it's rare with Lethal Weapon and their team of writers. This is the one time where I can say, I knew how they were going to set that up.
Really?
Where she was going to be in front of him and it was going to look kind of...
oh yeah, look kind of risque. I know what you
exactly.
mean. Yeah,
I saw that one
yeah.
coming.
Yeah, me too. I was
But
hoping...
again, I knew she was either fixing his tie or helping him with something. I knew
Yeah.
she wasn't, you know,
But
actually...
it makes sense. Well, as soon as that assistant was like, "Oh, let me go find her." Oh, she's in Scott's dressing room. I was like,
I was like, see, you had to put that extra on there. But at
Stop
the same
it.
time, I also felt like if she was doing something in Scott's room, the PA or whatever
would have
she would have
never
just
known.
been like, oh, I'll go get her for you.
yeah, like, come on.
So I wasn't worried, and I'm
Yeah.
sure none of us really were, because again, we
No,
know
no, no, no.
I
Trish,
don't
and
even
she's
like the
ride or
fact that
die.
he just popped up like that. Like you said, you weren't coming.
Yeah,
Like,
get out. And you're not even dressed for the occasion. You're wearing a
That's my
polo.
part. But he's literally using it to his advantage. LAPD.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, he did.
He did. He used his badge.
He
I
was
like,
so serious
wow.
too.
Wow.
I was like, oh,
But
like
then-
it's super serious.
But then we get the greatest surprise of them all. Scotty
Pippen.
Pip. Oh my God, I love
I'm
this
not
man.
that crazy over him.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's just because I'm like, he basketball. Because my family is like really into basketball. So I was like, I would love to meet him. I mean, I felt the same way when I met Rip Fox when he came in for a spotlight on here. And I was like, so it was really cool. But I didn't have like the exact same reaction as Roger did because it looked like everything
Roger
went right out the window.
I was literally
out.
like,
Hard. Oh my God.
I was literally looking. I was surprised. I was not expecting
No.
that. from
No,
him.
that was a nice little twist too.
That was really cool.
I
I
like
was
that.
like, what?
What are you doing
She
here?
kind of was embarrassed.
Yeah,
She
this is her
was
job,
like-
yo. Like, she was like, "What are you doing
This is
here?"
my husband who's randomly popping up in your dressing room.
And the fact that she understands because they've been through this before.
Right, and I kind of got that
Yeah.
look when she was looking
how
like,
many
oh, here we
times
go.
do you-
Well,
go through
at least
the
for
same-
right now, at least for right now, we know 2 occasions, which are both MJs, Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. So I was like, wow, okay, buddy. But also, it really speaks to Trish because clearly she has high end clients, which is awesome, which is good for her because I'm like,
and she
that's
has high
tough.
end patience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know how she did it, but
I'm just like, Jesus, I literally have to always thank her every episode for her patience.
And
'Cause
also,
I'm like,
you guys know I'm a very friendly person when you meet me, but I'm not friendly enough to like chest bump somebody, even if I was a dude.
Nice.
That was like that was a line.
extreme.
Like, oh, I think my
He
dad.
was,
Yeah, it was one of those. But I was really freaked out when I heard the crunch because I thought he broke something, like not like physically,
Yeah.
like an actual object. I thought he broke like
oh,
a rib.
yeah, nah, see,
or
I
a
knew
chest.
he
I didn't
just,
think
I
it
was
was
like,
that
what
deep.
I thought maybe it might have been a phone or something like that. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this. I'm gonna go ahead and share. It's a little chaos share time.
Oh no.
So-
Okay.
There's something that happens, and again, like you said, when Rick Fox came in, he was like,
Oh yeah, I was. the same
there's
exact way.
something that just I don't know. It happens. There's a few people you kind of low key. You have your little moments.
Yeah, of course.
And not too long after I first got to Cali, and this is like right when your boy just popped on the scene. Me and my homeboy Dante, shout out to Dante, we were going through Sherman Oaks Galleria, and we were walking through like the Cheesecake Factory open area or whatever, and Neil was there. And
I'm gonna just take a
so
sip on this.
go ahead, get you a drink,
I was thinking the same thing. face.
We had saw Neo at one
Oh
point
my
walking,
God.
and he had like a trash bag, and I'm like, why is this dude carrying like this? Like a straight up trash
like
bag
a-
that had stuff in it. Like, why is he carrying a trash bag low key like he's homeless?
Oh my
But then we see him meet this nice little breezy, and that's ladies. That's a lady. I'm sorry.
There you go.
He meets this nice breezy, and they're sitting and they're talking at the table. So me and my homeboy go over there, and we walk up, and he's like, "Oh, what's up?" He was like, what's up, Neo? Nah. And then I was just like, what's up, Neo? Stay with me. Because that, at the time, was his hit song, was Stay With Me.
I'm so
I have no idea. Are you embarrassed for me right now?
I'm like sitting next to
And
you.
you know what's crazy? I should be embarrassed, but I wasn't. So like, I legit just was like, stay with me. And I legit sang Neo's song to him.
Oh
No
my God.
shame.
You are so wrong.
And he just kind of low-key looked, and my boy just kind of froze and just started trying to walk away like, I am not with him. That is not my friend.
Just like backing up, and it's all
I'm like in
because
shock.
of you.
I'm like shocked. I'm like,
So that's been a running joke now, especially
Wow.
with me hitting the carpets.
Wow.
As you know, what's Chaos gonna do when he sees someone else that he's low key a fan of? Is he gonna sing and rap to him? And you know what? I'm not
It
gonna
just
lie.
hit me.
Chaos story time is
It-
my favorite.
It might happen,
just
and
hit me.
trust, I will start doing more Chaos story
Oh,
time
my
because
God.
I've done my fair share of dumb stuff.
Okay,
Just
I've
saying.
done one dumb thing, and it was when I met Shaq. It was so stupid. I know that this is not the time to share it, but I have to get it out there because I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done, meeting a person as being a professional. It was awful. So I was an intern for Disney. They were interviewing him for something, and we all know Shaq's huge. I'm not the tallest person. So he was doing something with a basketball. He was posing for pictures and stuff like that, and I came up to him and I just wanted a high five. It's really all I wanted. It was the end of the day. The shoot was over. I was just like, hey, huge fan. I actually have your jersey. I just want a high five. And he just does this. And he just stays there. And I was like, oh, he actually wants me to jump up there. No, he was kidding. He was going to bring his hand down. But if you can tell
jumped?
this,
Did
I
you
jumped.
jump?
I jumped.
And tried. Did
Oh
you get it?
my
I
goodness.
missed and fell right on my ass as soon as I came back down.
Gosh,
my
that's
goodness.
awesome.
Cause I was wearing heels at one point.
wow. You
So
jumped
I jumped in heels.
7
She wanted
feet
that high five.
I
in
tried.
heels.
Yep.
She wanted that
it was,
high
and it
five.
was, and yeah, I did. And it was, you know, when you like want to impress somebody, so you wear those new shoes.
Not
Thinking
new
that-
shoes.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I did because I was a dumb 19-year-old. Was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna impress him with my Star Wars pencil skirt, my heels, and I'm gonna look really. No, I fell right on my ass
man.
in front of everybody because we were all cleaning up and striking set, and he was just like, "Oh, you okay?" Like trying to pick me up,
Aw.
and I was like, "This is so embarrassing. Please don't pick
That
me up."
voice.
I was gonna ask you to do it again.
That voice.
And he picked me. Ah! Oh my God. So yeah, you're not alone.
But
That
no,
was
the way he said it was not like that. He was like, "Stay with me."
me. Finger
Like,
guns and
that
everything.
is not even a tune. It doesn't even go like that.
Okay, when I did it at that time in my mind, it was right
It was
on.
really
I could have
important.
legit been a background singer.
But at least our stories, we didn't break property of
There you
somebody.
go.
So that was
There
rough.
you go.
I mean, I got a hug out of Shaq, but I didn't break anything that he had on him. And obviously, you might have broke your spirits there a little bit.
But I didn't though. That's the problem. I
Maybe
should
just your
probably-
friend's spirit.
Right, exactly.
Your homie's like, never again. But yeah, so he broke his reading glasses. He was super nervous. Scottie Pippen now is what we're talking about. During his speech, and I never even thought about that of just like someone who's been famous, who's in front of cameras all the time, just actually being afraid to do a speech. But he made a good point. He said that he's like, oh, I can play basketball all day, be in front of reporters. That's totally fine. I cannot do a speech.
But
It
why did I
terrifies
feel
me.
like that was real? Like why
Yeah.
why did I feel like that wasn't written for him to
No,
say?
like,
I
that's-
feel like that's legit.
like a fear
him.
of his? And he did a really good job. Like
With his broken
the-
glasses and all. With his tape
Oh, they
and
put
his
his-
shattered
He put
screen
Right?
lens and everything.
Scotch tape on there. I felt so bad. And the fact that, of course, Roger can't turn his phone off because he's a
I'm
cop.
done with him.
Okay, but you know what though? He
You
could have put it on
understand?
vibrate.
I'm finally done with him.
Yeah.
He could have put it on vibrate though.
I mean,
It's
it's,
just like-
not that hard. It's quiet in
He
there.
was so out of pocket.
Everyone
He
when
was
they
like,
go-
"That ain't me. That's him over there."
You don't know your own ringtone. Get
Everyone
the hell
that
outta
goes
here.
in an event, the first thing you do is put
Turn
your
off the
phone
phone.
on vibrate
Or
or
silent,
mute or
yeah.
silent
Something.
or whatever. Like,
Ridiculous. And then, of course, during that time we found out that the victim, not the victim's dad, the dad who owns that part of the beach, his
Tom
boat was
Noble.
missing. His boat was missing, and he's like, maybe that had something to do with that surfer gang, the Shore Boys.
Short boys.
So cool. In my own head. And the fact that, you know, they're like, it's somewhere. But the thing is, before we continue with Scottie Pippen, Riggs went at night to go dive in the ocean with a flashlight.
Well, right, because remember, Scorsese had that theory that maybe he had gotten hit in the head.
With the
the
propeller.
Vic
Yeah.
had gotten hit in the head with the propeller.
Yeah, because Cody Lewis got
had mentioned something about the sunken boat.
yeah.
yeah, because he had pieces of it in his leg because it was just floating around in that area.
But why the nighttime? My thing is, why did you decide
Why?
to like go at
I mean,
night?
clearly it was because he didn't want to sleep, but at the same time, I was like, if you want to do this correctly and you want to be able to see, don't you think you should do this in the day?
I don't know why part of me just always feels like every time I see him in the dark, even further, not to jump ahead, but
Yeah.
literally I feel like he's always facing that fear of being in the,
In the
dark.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe that had something to do with I don't need a team. I can do this myself. Type
Well,
thing.
for me, I felt like it's one of those things where you want to find out something or you want to find something and you don't want to wait. Like as soon as the thought enters your head, like, oh, maybe it's here or maybe I can look here or do this. You just want to do it. You don't want to wait.
Yeah.
So I've had that where like I might wake up in the middle of the night and I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking about something that I may have misplaced, and I'm like, well, it might be here.
that's different
and as
from
crazy as
going
it sounds,
diving.
but hold on, as crazy as it sounds, 2:00 in the morning, I might be up in my drawers in the living room digging through drawers or moving stuff around,
drawers,
looking for
looking
something.
drawers.
But you're not
Right.
gonna get in the car, drive to the ocean, jump in.
Okay, but
like,
let's remember he lives near
Oh,
the
yeah, he
ocean.
does. But at
so
the
it's
same
not
time-
No, he
that much
doesn't.
of.
Oh yeah,
He got his. Remember, he got his RV taken. He's living with the
right.
Murtaugh, so he had to
He
drive.
did the most.
Yeah,
to
because his
do
car
that.
was
Okay,
still
he
on.
did.
It was the most. Like,
But it was bothering him. He can't
I
sleep
know.
anyways.
No, it makes sense. Like I get why he did it. It's just not obviously the smartest thing to
wisest
do.
thing,
Yes,
but
correct.
We're talking about Rick.
Yeah, nothing. Anyway, we'll
Right.
just skip on by. But
That-
obviously, he called Roger to tell him like, "Hey, no, it's his boat. There's coke on here. We need to do something. You got to arrest him." And he does it in the middle of Scottie
Do they
Pippen's speech.
ever get like in trouble for doing stuff like that? Because I don't
don't
see
think in
any
TV land they do.
consequence for Riggs and Roger just doing stupid stuff whenever they want to do it.
Nope.
Never see a consequence.
No, not in this show. Just like in the movies, like they're blowing up stuff all the time. I feel like it's just like, oh, whatever. But I feel like if it was like real time stuff, so much paperwork, so many fines and money is being shelled out. So
I'm low key getting tired of Riggs though.
yeah,
I'm
I know.
just sorry. I'm just.
No, man, I
Tell
feel
us
you.
how you feel.
No, that's the whole point. This is a safe space.
I'm just.
Tell your opinions. I
I'm
want to
just
hear
getting
them.
tired of him because
okay.
it's
Tree,
like
trust tree.
Yeah.
It's literally like what he said, it kind of hit home to me because I was sitting there watching it and I'm like, I'm getting so sick of him. And then literally someone came on the screen. Oh, Roger was telling the guy, like, you know, it never stops, you know, being a father.
Yeah.
So it's like, it never stops, but it's like at some point, some people get tired of the same. It's like pulling teeth. Like,
No, and that's exactly what was with the dad, which, you know, when he finds out that there was coke on his boat, he was like,
Right.
oh, my boat got stolen 2 weeks ago. Obviously, that was a
Right.
rookie mistake on their part. They should have taken care of that. And we found out that it was actually his son who was doing all this shady business. And he was like, which is crazy. Like, the fact that your son lies so much that a kidnapping is not enough for you to be like,
Yeah,
oh
you
my
don't
God,
even
my
take him
son.
seriously at that point.
Yeah, clearly your
That's
son
sad.
is. Yeah, that
He
is.
was like, I hung
anything
up.
but
He's like, he
sad.
called and said, I've been kidnapped, and I hung up. I was like, say, what?
right.
Yeah, you can't be doing
But that
stuff
it's
like
like
that.
it's one of those things where it's like, do you fault him for parenting or do you fault the son? Because it's literally like if this child lies about everything, I'm sure he's been in the situation before where he's done some stuff like that, and I can see him joking around, playing around.
Hey,
So,
man, boy who cried wolf.
yeah.
No, and that's exactly what ends up happening until you know, your son ends up actually being kidnapped and his
Yep.
finger is being being cut off by a bunch
wolves.
of skinheads.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I'm sorry. Real people.
No, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you know. I mean, that's pretty much what they were in this sense. But it was kind of crazy also the fact that, one, it wasn't like our typical, oh, it was actually Cody Lewis this entire time. He was just playing the cops. Like, no, your son was being a dip crap, and he was like, just needed to just...
Word of the day. Dip crap.
Well, I wanted to say... No,
Dip crap. Well,
wait, no, I was trying to remember if
get
they
it.
used the word shit, which I can't remember. Well, too late now. He's a dipshit. So...
I'm like, well, you said it. So.
Yeah, it's too late. So, but yeah, the fact that he's obviously just being dumb and he needed to learn a lesson, which he definitely did this time, because one, he lost a finger, and two, he's doing time. Sorry, Austin, and your privileged butt.
Yeah, exactly. You said it best. Privileged.
Yeah, you can't be doing that kind of stuff. But, and again, that's why people always get in trouble, because the skinheads were like, your daddy's got the money. So you lost me the coke, the cops have it now, so you need to pay. So let's see how much your dad will pay for their son. Which I wish that was like a whole like moment of the skinheads going, oh wow, your dad really doesn't give a crap about you. Because he hung up on you the first time that they called to use it as like a ransom thing. Which I was like, that should have been a giant sign for you. You should have just... I mean, I'm not saying you should have killed him. I'm just saying if you guys were, like, hardcore like that, Austin would have been dead.
Right.
That would have been very...
Or if nothing else, that's when they should have, when the dad hung up, cut that finger off and sent it to the dad.
Yeah, because then the cops would have shown up and
Run
he would have
that
been...
money.
Yeah, and then, like, if someone came in or like, oh, you have a package, and then saw there was a finger, and then he's
oh
like,
my God,
what?
it's my son's finger.
And it's like, oh, now you care. Good job. Like, I feel like there could have
story
been...
about like some rich guy from LA. I don't know. I might be 100% wrong, but a way back where his grandson got kidnapped and got his finger cut off and sent to him, and he was like, well, he got kidnapped. Like,
Yeah!
pay the ransom.
Yeah.
It's like, you got his finger.
Yeah. Some people just don't care. Yeah.
0 F's given.
But I mean, again, that goes back to like, what is it with parenting, or maybe it was the kid's fault. Like, there's
I
so
think
many.
It's a combination of
yeah,
both.
no,
There's
it's a little bit of column A.
It's a lot of factors.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's obviously a family is a group effort. Everyone has to put in some percent. It doesn't matter if you are a parent or a child or whatever. Like, this is your family. Like, you need to work on each other together. That's how that works. Speaking of family, Trish, let's just talk about the ramifications of embarrassing her in front of everybody. She's trying to help convicts who are out and says that all convicts are, that's how they get into jail is because they're always starting stuff or whatever. I can't remember the quote. And ruining Scottie Pippen's speech while he was so afraid to be up in front of people.
He was so rude.
And then... So he goes. He has a giant, beautiful bouquet of roses. He's got wine.
Long stem.
Yeah, that's how you know you done messed up. If they're long
you got the
stems.
long stems. Long stems are not cheap.
Yeah, those are expensive. Either it's an anniversary, Valentine's Day, or you done messed up. But then I was like, okay, fine. He apologized. He is slowly creeping out of the doghouse from me. What did he do? What did he do, guys?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so mind you. Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
please, ladies first. Okay, so he's got the long stem, he's got the bottle, and
You lost your pen.
Lost my pen, and then she, and he's apologizing, and then she's like, okay, like you might get a taste, you might get a taste,
And
so
he was like, ooh.
taste of the wine, taste of something else.
Oh my god.
She leaves the
sick of
room, and then
I'm just sick of it. Like I'm literally.
She leaves the room, bing, 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 phone goes off, and what happens? Take it away, please.
I mean, it's literally like now I feel like you because it's like he always put his foot in his mouth. Like you look at my phone and literally see the emoji and just make it something so much bigger than what it has to be.
I mean,
now you're
okay,
apologizing, but you still don't trust me.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
That's the
but then-
phrase.
like,
it is weird.
Can I
weird.
DA
yes,
time,
go,
chaos,
go.
devil's advocate?
Go.
Okay, pause.
Here we
Let's just keep it all the way funky, ladies. If your man is getting text from another woman and she's sending him hard-eye, winky face emojis, you're not going to be a little suspicious, even though you know your man is doing what he's supposed to do, just a little bit like, okay, well, what's up with her? Why is she sending you winky face emoji, heart face kisses?
I don't fault him for feeling the way he feels. It's the approach and the way he goes about doing
he's going to be
things.
real diplomatic with that.
No,
I'm just
PC
saying.
all up
I'm
in
just
here.
saying. Like, you can be like,
No.
oh, that's cute.
I'm with you on that.
I'm like, okay, like I would feel the same way. If someone's sending my boyfriend a kissy face, I will have questions, but I literally wouldn't look at his phone. Like, now, you're apologizing for not trusting me, but then you go look at my phone. That's not trusting me still.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would understand if he's like, he was sitting, and I've done this before, my husband can attest, his phone will go off. And I won't see the text message, I'll just see the name. I'll go,
Right.
hey, hun, this
Such
lady
and such.
is texting you, you should answer it. But that's it. And I'll get up and walk away because I'm like, no, I clearly know that my man is smart enough that he will not cheat on me.
like, I
but he
got
also
this.
But he also knows because
Clink, clink.
I'm
Oh,
also a mixed martial artist, I will kick his ass if he tries. So either way, it doesn't matter though. But I know that I can trust him, and I mean, I might not trust other people out there, but I trust him. And I understand.
Trust you,
Yeah.
skeezers.
Yeah.
Literally, all
Texting
I
my
have to
hubby.
say is
None of this.
rather takes 2 steps forward to take 10 steps
Like
back.
he picked up the phone and was
Yes.
looking at it,
Like,
and
it
then
wasn't
turned
like a
around and was
little
like,
Now see, no,
Yeah.
what?
And then go.
Now, had
say
that
something.
been me, I would have just peeked
Yeah,
over
and
and
then that's
then
it.
kept it. I wouldn't have picked up the phone.
Yeah.
Because, of course, right.
yeah,
As soon
that's how you mess up is when you start
Exactly.
picking up phones and
Exactly.
stuff and just like
But
face this
like
close.
Trish said, it's gonna be a long
So you get a taste.
And I love how he was like, that's a lot of longs. I was like, yeah, you done messed up. So he's back in the doghouse until next week.
Before we go,
Yeah, go,
can
go.
we please talk about Bailey? Because
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we
Bailey
didn't even
and
talk about the
Bowman?
B team. Yes,
I've
go.
never
The B
seen
team.
a smile
Did you see
that
that?
big
Oh,
on her
my
face
goodness.
before.
Y'all
in
need
that
to
hold
elevator.
on.
cut it out.
Hold on.
Listen,
Okay. Pietra and I don't want this to happen.
Exactly.
We're like, if it happens, okay, whatever. But
Yeah.
like, we're not aiming for it. We're not
Right.
cheering it on. It's just like, okay, if it happens, whatever.
it happens.
No, I
But-
just think they just cool. I think they cool. I
With
don't,
a
I don't,
smile that big, we've never seen all her teeth before.
That's true.
In the
Okay,
elevator.
hold
I was
on.
like,
I'm gonna have to
I
go
was
dig
like,
in the
what?
archives.
See that shine that was going
Did they
on?
not have? No, she didn't smile with.
no,
No,
not
not with Cruz.
Detective.
Not with
I've
Cruz.
never
Okay.
seen that smile.
Not
that
even
wide.
with Scorsese.
No, not even. Like she's done a smirk, but her lips were closed with a smile.
But it was
That
a comical
all.
situation,
But-
and she
but-
hasn't
but-
really
but-
had
but-
comical
but-
situations where she's giving somebody a
No.
hard time, like
No.
she's giving Bowman a hard time.
She gives-
That
she
was
gives
casual
Scorsese-
conversation when she was talking about the sharks and maybe he and the kids that he
Y'all
saved.
blowing it out of
And
proportion.
literally,
I mean,
okay, so when we see
Bailey
this,
don't want none of that Bowman love
I mean,
Listen,
she
we
technically
don't want
has.
it.
She has a boo, so it's fine.
in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was very quick. She mentioned
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
like it's a thing because. But we think that Bowman definitely has feelings. He's just keeping it down real low.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like I said, when that elevator closed and I seen all her teeth, I'm like, okay, I
We
see
know
where
what
we're
you're
going
doing.
with this.
We know what you're
it.
doing,
I'm
Lethal
not,
Weapon
I can't
writers.
co-sign on this.
you'll
I
see.
can't.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
have to go back and catch up on the 2 or 3 episodes I missed to see what y'all
Yeah.
see.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
seeing
Oh,
it.
You need to
yeah.
go back and see.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
They've had some things. There's been
Oh.
some
There's been
sexting.
moments.
There's been some
There
sexting
was a
going on.
sexting mistake happening last
Okay,
episode.
all right. Well, I know what I'm doing this this holiday weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, so funny. I will never forget that.
Yeah,
was
but I
like,
had to mention that because she was just giving
Yeah.
it all, and I'm just like,
full row, pearly whites.
and you know,
from
she's such a
here to Timbuktu.
hardcore like detective. You don't ever see
have-
that much
We
from
have
her.
never seen her smile like that.
Exactly.
Ever in the past 2 seasons. I'm just saying.
Ever.
I mean, I couldn't tell. Maybe it was like maybe it was just a take that they did, and maybe
Oh,
she did
no,
actually
it
laugh.
wasn't a
But it
take.
felt like it was really
It felt
planned.
very genuine.
I want to know what you guys think. You should tweet us and tell us in the comments below.
Yeah, let us know what you
Very
think.
genuine.
Chaos ain't rolling. I think they, even though you say we don't want it, you secretly low key want it.
No,
I'm not here for
no,
it
no,
at
no.
all. It's
It's
not gonna
even
happen.
that. We're just stating the facts.
I'm
We're
just saying. I'm
stating what
seeing
we saw.
I'm seeing things
Okay.
happen on my
That's it.
All right,
screen.
we'll see.
You know,
We
women
shall
have
see.
a good intuition.
Oh,
man.
hey,
Hit us
yeah.
up.
We know. Anyway,
Exactly.
So that's pretty much the episode. Austin ends up going to jail for intent to sell and everything, and it seems like his dad is going to try to work on their relationship, which is really, really great. Cody Lewis didn't do it. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, or at the right time. I don't know. Murtaugh clearly needs to work on his marriage a little bit. Riggs, however, we got a really deep moment where he's still having nightmares, and then he gets to the point at the very end, which we talked about, how his dad's face is just bothering him. That one really gross scene where they were trying to eat
Where he
his
was like,
skin?
yeah,
Horrible.
I made breakfast for you, and he goes to eats it, and he takes a bite, then he looks down, realizes the other flapping. It's
Part- missing part of his face.
Right, it's the
Horrible.
missing
I
part
don't
of his
even-
face.
it's gross.
He spits. He goes to spit
And he
something
takes the
out, and
bullet
it's a
out.
bullet out.
But it's literally like, at least now he's to a point where he wants to sit down and talk about it. We're
So
getting
right.
somewhere after 19,652 episodes.
Dang, girl, nice. But yeah, and the fact that he did mention, we mentioned in the earlier seasons that he was suicidal. It came back. And we were
In a
doing
major
we
way.
were doing
Yeah.
really well until that friend
Because
showed
he's
up.
holding a gun at his dad, and I'm like, okay, so you kill your
Your demon.
If you shoot
So
right,
sad.
you shoot
I
your
know.
dad in the face again, then he
But
won't
then he goes
haunt
to shoot
you.
himself.
And then
And then
he
he woke
goes
up.
and puts the gun under. Oh, I'm like, oh no, baby Jesus.
Yeah.
So right,
Yeah,
and then
but-
he wakes up.
But then I love that we get that moment where he's like, okay, I'm ready to talk with Cahill.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're finally hoping going to get further that. But next episode is actually going to be a lighter episode, which is actually kind of nice. Change it up a
Finally.
little bit. We get to see a Scorsese
Uh-oh.
episode.
Say what?
Oh my god. And apparently we might be getting his real name in this episode.
Say what?
Steven.
So, yeah. You're going to name it Stevens? That's
Steven
what you're
or
going-
Sean.
Okay, all right.
Or like Steven or
Yeah,
Sean.
no, I think an S. I think an S
Stephen
name.
and Sean.
I think an S name
Stephen and
works.
Sean.
Yeah, because it's close to Scorsese. I get it. It makes sense.
Not rolling.
Yeah. So there is a contest, not from us specifically, but if you follow Scorsese's Hair on Twitter at Scorsese's Hair, there's a contest. There's a video. It's pinned on Scorsese Hair's Twitter. You should read it. It says contest rules: 1 entry / guest per person from one form of social media. Facebook or Twitter. Use the hashtag Scorsese's real name will be revealed. It's a very long hashtag. Just do it. On November 28th at 8 p.m. on Fox, reply both with your guess, which is guess his name, and contest will end at 6 p.m. on November 28th. Remember, 6 p.m. November 28th is the last day that you can do it, and use the hashtag Lethal Weapon as well. So you're saying Steve and Sean. I'm saying Trevor. Or I'm just pulling it out.
is
I'm just
way-
pulling out random names. Trevor or what was the other one I had? Is it weird that I want another R name?
Scott?
Because we had Roger
Oh.
and we have Riggs, and I'm like, maybe one more? I don't know. Anyway, but that's I'm gonna go with Trevor. Why not?
Okay, I only have one at
Or
the moment,
Scott.
and I'm gonna say it's gonna be like Calvin. It's gonna be something that we're not expecting.
Okay.
It's not gonna have anything to do with
Xavier.
the S.
I changed
It's gonna
mine.
be
Xavier.
like random and
Yeah.
probably kind of cornballish.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
Right.
gonna go.
Well, I'm gonna change my answer. I want it to be Xavier because I want to call him Professor X. Which is from X-Men.
Okay.
Yeah, from X-Men.
Ogilvy. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cleophas.
Yeah.
Bartholomew.
Yeah. Or yeah, that would be actually kind of funny if it was like, it's Bartholomew. Ooh, we like Scorsese better.
Right.
You know, but I want to call him Professor X. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm sorry that we had to cut this a little bit short, but tune in next week because we might be having a special guest. I'm not gonna name the names, but definitely tune in next week for that. We'll definitely be covering that. Also, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, since
Happy
obviously that's this
Thanksgiving.
Thursday. Where can the fans find you, Pietra? You go first.
Pietra Elise TV, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter finally, and I say it
Yeah.
every week. I'm gonna try to get on it, but yeah.
It's a
all
work in
good.
progress,
It's all good.
ladies and
It
gentlemen.
is. But go ahead.
And it's your boy, Chaos J, KAAOSJ on Twitter, Chaos_Oceans31, Oceans Y, because I'm still so wavy
And we
on
missed it.
Instagram. I missed you guys. Happy Thanksgiving, and look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Are you sure you're not part of the Shore Boys? Or because
Yeah,
you're
I'm not
so
part of
wavy?
the Shore
Yes,
Boys,
wavy.
but maybe I might get waved in.
Oh, stop
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
I was making a face. I know you guys didn't see it because you're looking at Chaos, but Zach McGowan, the actor, liked my tweet.
Boom.
Yay!
Yay! Again, you're awesome. Anyway, you guys can find me at ATorres890. That's ATORRES 890. Again, don't forget to do the contest, Scorsese's Hair. Look it up, and we'll see you guys next week with our special guest for
Happy
episode.
Thanksgiving!
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.